This is the first iteration of a little board I'm putting together. Me and some mates are forming a trio. We want to kind of play melodies that we like and develop a musical language between us and just grow on our instruments in ways that don't quite relate to the band we're in, which is my band, Delving. That's very much about the lyricism and the production and parts, and this is kind of another way to feed a different side of our musicianship. Um, for my actual guitar, I think for the gigs I'll probably play the 335, but for convenience's sake, right now I'm playing the Tele since it's out. Um, and I'm playing this massive Supro right now. You can kind of see it right there. But normally I'm going to be playing a Princeton because it's just the best amp ever. So I've got the light speed just so that I can get gainier tones, at restaurant volumes. The guitar is normally something like. So, it's helpful. This is going to have a hybrid purpose. I think most of the time, it's just going to be a nice room delay. These are clones of the Electro-Harmonix 16-second digital delay, made famous by like Bill Frisell and Nels Cline. And I bought it for the use of. Oh, it's made by Mineko Labs, by the way, and I bought it for kind of experimental sampling, like non-tonal sampling. But lo and behold, it actually does have great delay sounds. I'm just going to use it as a little kind of semi-slapback. I don't know that we'll necessarily be playing country, but that gives you the best idea of how it sounds. That sounded like a. But it also has the ability to be a micro sampler, depending on where you set these things over here on the side. So I could have it off. Maybe we're vamping on like a chord or something. And the thing about this is that it's always recording, even if it's off, right? Even if this thing right here is not engaging the pedal, it's going to be recording. So whenever I want, I can click this infinite pedal. Now it's freezing a loop. Put it in maybe pitched up and reverse. When I turn it on, now, like I said, this is probably mainly going to be for experimental looping. Right here I'm doing something relatively tonal, like a drone, but what I think it excels at is getting spacey. So pretty trippy. Another thing it could be useful for is just intros, you know? I mean, one of the nice things is this pedal is great at Vibratronics. So basically, wherever you put these two delay levels, that's going to be the length of what's being recorded. So all the way down, you just kind of get a static that loop, and all the way up is the maximum loop time, which I believe on these gold ones is longer than 16 seconds. But yeah, basically, if I want to do some sort of intro, let's turn it on, see if it's stopped playing back. Almost. If I want to, turn it on and sort of play and then have it come back to me, I can do that. And then at any point, freeze it. Shorten the loop, maybe just by a little. That's gorgeous. Shorten the loop by a little more. Or put it to its shortest amount. This knob on the right will change the pitch of the loop. So a really cool pedal. It's a risky pedal too, which I like because I think it's going to force me to really respond and be in the moment. And then the blooper I've got set up in a very specific way. I keep both of these modifiers on. The one on the left is a pitched reverse, and the one on the right is a filter. I use the filter to kind of change the loop so that it sits in a darker part of the mix, so it doesn't interact too, intensely with what I'm playing or what the band is doing. And then the reason I have it set to reverse and octaves down is because then I can make loops, little mini loops, sort of appear from nowhere. And it has a really cool effect. So I can just, let's keep using that by with a little help from my friends riff. I could start that out maybe, let's get like a little more trippy here. I could go.